to another review, and as the days pass I get more and more excited to play the new Batman Arkham Knight game. So today I decided I will review my Batman Arkham City Collector's Edition game. Essentially, here it is, as you can see in its package. So I'll just go over the box first really quickly. You've got a nice kind of open window here showing the Batman there. The age rating, hottest game of 2011, one of the best games of all time in my opinion, especially considering it's Batman. PS3, PlayStation Network. Turning it around, on this side we've got the Joker, and that is really cool. I'm sure you can get a Steelbook edition with this on it as well. I can't really remember what was different about that one. That looks really cool. They did a similar thing with Batman as well, where it's all black and white minus one colour. In this case it's green. And on this side you've got Batman. As you can see, black and white, a bit scuffed up. Here you've got everything that comes with the limited edition version, as you can see there. Very cool. And this is actually like a sleeve bit. Underneath it is just a more zoomed out picture of Batman there. So, yep. And on the back, you've essentially got what would be on the game case on the back of it. So yeah, if you want to have a quick read of that, just feel free to pause it, because there's a lot of info on the back there. And you've probably seen 1,000 reviews of this on the internet, but I didn't buy it when it came out. I picked it up off eBay for a relatively reasonable price. It was under £30 from what I can remember. So yeah, I have this, and I have the normal game. This is what I got when the thing actually came out. And I remember seeing this in the store and feeling sad, thinking I should have saved up enough and just pre-ordered this version, but oh well. Yep, taking off the lid thing, it folds out like this, as you can see. And if I just do this quickly, as I was saying earlier, you have a sleeve which comes off, and you've just got a more zoomed in version of Batman. It's very glossy, as you can see. And actually I didn't show you the bottom. Is there anything on the bottom? I don't even remember. Nope, just white. And on the top you just got, it'd be more easy if I move the camera, Arkham City Collector's Edition. So that's pretty standard. Right then, it has a nice kind of setup to it. I like it. It's very unique. And this folds up as well. I'm just gonna try and take this off as well. Actually, it's just starting to get in the way now. Right, now that's off. In the back you do get your booklet there, and I can move the statue out of the way. Get the nice kind of view of Arkham City. What part I am not able to... that's the courthouse actually, I'm sure. Yeah, it looks like the courthouse. So this would be where you meet Azrael for the first time, if you spotted him, and it's very hard not to spot him, by the way. Right, taking your booklet out. This would also be where your DLCs are housed, but I just simply put them in the front of this so I don't have to spend my time fishing them out. I'll just show you what they are now quickly. You've got your instruction manual, a warning for the statue, where not to cut yourself. Play as Catwoman, as you can see there, which I already got with my original one, but I never tried this to see if it works either, so you know what, if it does work here, have a field day guys, if you haven't already got it. I doubt you haven't, I should say. This one I did use, so sorry about that. This one I bought the pack with all the skins, so once again, give it a go, see if it hasn't been used, because it was opened, this Gotham City Imposters thing and Arkham City the album. This I never actually gave a go to, and I was meaning to, so that one I shan't be showing, sorry about that. Right then, Here we have the book. As you can see, it looks very, very nice with that nice kind of glossy Arkham City logo there. Very nice. Nothing on the back, it's just white. But if I open it up, I'll just quickly show you the pages. We've got Arkham City collectible art book. Just a little note from the people at Rocksteady, I believe. The Arkham logo. Some concept arts. We got Joker, Azrael, Deadshot, the Riddler, Talia Ghul, and Mr. Freeze. We've got another little note. Concept for Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday. Various rooms. You got the courthouse. That's just an alley from what I can tell. Place where you fight Freeze, etc., etc. Looks very, very cool. You actually got a little, if you read that there, it talks about Quincy Sharp. Don't know if you can read it though, but the fact that they've got that there is kind of cool, as you can see. Oh dear. You got that there. I'm just going to quickly whiz through it. Be the Dark Knight, be Batman, Catwoman. This is very tiring. Robin with his prison look haircut. I'm joking. Yeah, Mr. Page. No, I did not. Oh dear. More. There you got Catwoman there. The diamond, that's cool artwork. There's Robin with some very crappy looking artwork for his staff. In my opinion, I don't really like the look of that. The Joker, very, very cool looking there. Joker, as you can see. Joker in his sick attire, his henchman. The Penguin. I like the idea that they brought the smoking back into it. It suits the character, I think. You can see there. And the cigar makes it seem more realistic because he's kind of like a mob boss almost. Two-Face. I wish they didn't have the burnt look on him in Arkham City and more the acid look. Well, not acid, but more comic style look. Freeze. With Nora Freeze. Why they brought his Batman and Robin story arc into it, I don't know, but I don't know. At least it wasn't terrible, like Batman and Robin. The Riddler. This is the most exercise I've ever got in a video. Wow. Harley Quinn. Oh god. Arkham logos. Hugo Strange. He reminds me of what's his face? Death's Head. That's his name from Wolfenstein. If you've played that, by the way, if you haven't, it's a very good game. Scions Industries. The Vicky Vale show. Of course, everyone knows who Vicky Vale is. Who let her into the Bat Cave? Who? Hugo, Tiger Guards, Calderman and Solomon Grundy. Various gadgetry that you would use as Batman. How does it feel, Mr. Wayne? Stone the very stones that ran with your parents' blood. That's a good quote. Batman and Strange at the top of Wonder Tower. Blank page. And then here is where your game is housed, and I don't like the fact that you can see the glue there, and there. It's kind of cheap looking, but there is the disc nonetheless. Pops out like any other disc would, as you can see. Very, very nice. And the fact that it's not in a proper case might annoy people, and I kind of agree. I would like it to be in a proper style case, just so it looks nice on the shelf. Right then, 9 minutes in, and I haven't got to the statue. We have a secret drawer here, which when opened, actually, I'm sure that this is meant to go in here. The soundtrack. Oh well. Dear, let me try and get this out. There we go. Put the soundtrack in there. the Gotham Knights Blu-ray, which isn't even in a proper case, as you can see here, and it's just kind of ripping on the side. It'd have been nice if they had a, as you can see on the back, you've got this printing. It'd be nice if they put it on the back properly, like a separate piece of paper, but oh well. I have this on DVD upstairs, and I actually have a copy of it in a proper case on Blu-ray also, so yeah. Don't really see why they included it, but oh well. I think on the Xbox version you had it on a DVD, mainly because they were still using DVD format at the time, I think, or something along those lines, but oh well. Taking Batman out of his plastic prison, because this literally is a prison. Look at it, folds up, it makes a little box shape and everything. Right, and finally, the main attraction and the reason why I really wanted it, being the Batman. Let's move the camera a bit more, and there he is, and he looks very, very cool in his black and white attire, should I say. He does look phenomenal. This is of course made by Kotobukiya, or Kotobukiya, I don't know, whatever you prefer. And I didn't even know that it was made by them until I got it. And I lifted it up, and as you can see there, it says manufactured by Kotobukiya, or Bukiya. And I thought, oh, that's cool. So yeah. And of course got your Batman. This looks more like the Arkham Asylum logo to me though, this Batman there. And if I get the right light, there you go, Arkham City Collector's Edition statue, Rocksteady, Warner Brothers, DC, back when they had the nicer logo in my opinion. Right then, moving on to the actual figure though, you've got, of course, black and white face. I'm glad they didn't put any red on it to represent blood, because I think it looks nice as it is, and that would kind of ruin it. You have the, if you've seen the Hot Toys version, then you'll know that the Batman figure has like this texture to it, which you can see on his chest, his arms, his legs. So I like the fact that they included it on this. It's a shame that the DC Direct one I have doesn't have it on it, because it's very, very nice. Right, as you can see, I really can't see if it's picking it up that well, so sorry. It's an odd angle. Here we have his boots, which look very nicely detailed, and I have my I'll just reach off camera. My DC Direct one is here to try and compare it, and the boots are literally exactly the same from what I can tell, except the detail seems a bit more prominent on this statue. You of course have more detail on the actual suits, as you can see the lines, which are also on the Arkham DC Direct one, but of course they stand out more, especially with this nice texture. His belt is in there, and I never really understood why they did this with the statue, because realistically his leg shouldn't be in any interaction with the utility belt to force the pouches to go up like that. Whether it did in the game or not, I really don't think so, because in the game, if I reach off camera once again, his belt is high up, like in literally every Batman universe, and it gives him range of movement with his legs, so it doesn't like kind of touch and what have you. But oh well. The utility belt is nice though. It's got this nice black wash on it, making it look very, very cool. He has his six-pack, which also which stands out a lot, especially with all the shading and everything that's put in. He has all these rivets and bolts there as well, which are black, which the DC Direct one does have, but they're not painted. Very solid as well, the Bat logo. Once again, it seems much more like the Arkham Asylum logo, because it should be a bit fatter for the Arkham City version like this. But oh well. The head, very nice. And the nose wasn't even painted properly here, so I had to go over it with a Sharpie. You can see his ears to the side, of course his bat ears there, which look very nice. His fist with no blood, but oh well, I don't mind. I'll prefer it that way anyway. His gauntlets, looking very, very cool. His elbow looks nice as well, kind of prominently sticking out. His hand there. The cape is just not that good in my opinion, I have to be honest. It's made out of this very, very odd plastic. It's how can I say? it's like when dust gets on it, it doesn't just want to wipe off nicely, similarly to just a normal action figure. So I had to put a lot more effort into it, and maybe even get like a wet tissue and just quickly give it a dab and then dry it off with a towel. So it is rather annoying that I have to go through all that ordeal, but overall what are you going to do? At least it looks nice, I suppose. And just to quickly show you this, actually, the sharp points that the instruction manuals mention are his gauntlets, his ears, and these gauntlets. They completely forgot about these, because these are extremely sharp. I remember when I got it, I rolled my hand down like that to try and feel the material, and I went boom like that. And actually, this does hurt if you get it at the right angle. So yeah, it's also kind of flexible, as you can see there. So you can have him more kind of open winged, well, not open winged, but open spread. Let me try and get that again. You can see there. So yeah, it's a very nice statue, and they're very inexpensive as well on eBay, in my opinion, unless you go for a brand new one. But for like, I don't know, £30 I think it was, I thought that's very reasonable. I'm just gonna go for it, and it looks very cool. Like I said, I don't understand why the Arkham Asylum version costs so much, especially considering all it was a plastic batarang, which did get quite a bit of hate, if I remember correctly. So yeah, once again, I'm really looking forward to the game. Obviously, who isn't? It just looks so good. The conclusion to the Arkham trilogy. So if you've played them through, you've got your Asylum, you've got your City, and if I just move this over there, yeah, if it stands, you've of course got your Origins. Not the greatest of games, but I've played worse. And of course, this is the order I put them on in the shelf, and then on top will be the conclusion. I also have just as a quick side note, I thought I'd bring it down and show you the Steelbook edition for Origins. I don't know what I did to get it, but all I did was pre-order it actually, and it came with it. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed my review, guys. It's a very nice statue, and yeah, take care.